Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this Christmas crafting tutorial. I hope this finds you well. Today we're going to make this lovely little candy cane pouch, and you can see it holds a lovely little candy cane and decorated, and I think this would just be lovely as a little table favour, or even if you wanting to give little presents out to school at the end of school and your kid wants to give a little gift to everyone, then you can make an easy little basket full of these to give to each little pupil, and it's really simple to make and it won't cost a lot. So let me show you how to do it. I'm going to get my trimmer out. I'm going to do a little bit of scoring, and we are going to score a piece of paper. So this is designer series paper, pattern paper, and this measures 4 inches by 4 inches, and on the one side we are going to score just at 1/2 inch. Now this paper doesn't really have a direction, so it's fine, so I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, and we are going to score at 1 3/4 inches. So let's find that, 1 3/4 inches, like that, and then again at 3.5 inches. But all these measurements will be on the blog post on my website, and you can find the supply list there as well, and you can find the link to that in the description box below. Okay, so that's all the scoring done, so let's fold on our score lines. So let's give us a little fold here on those two, and then this one here. Okay, so now we're ready to do a little bit of cutting. So I'm going to get my scissors here, and you'll see this starts easier. You'll see initially you have this tiny little square here at the bottom. We're going to cut that away, and then we're going to miter, so that means cut a little angle, this long little tab here. So you can see there I've just cut at a slight little angle, and I'm going to do that to both sides, and this just helps your project fold together more easily. Now let me show you. You're going to cut off one of these pieces at the bottom as well, and this is the way you figure it out. If your seam, you want your seam to be the back, so you're going to fold it, and this will then fold in. So we're going to cut off this piece here. So it's going to look just like that. Okay, now this little tab that's left, we're also going to give it a very tiny angle cut, miter cut, and that's all the cutting we're going to do. So now we're ready to stick this down. So I'm going to put some glue along here. So let me get my glue out, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue along this tab here, and then I'm going to fold this one up, and we're going to put a bit of glue there as well. And then all you're going to do is fold over the other side and press it down. Okay, give it a good press down. You can use your bone folder to do this. A bone folder is an invaluable tool, as I've said many a time. It's one of your basic crafting tools, and then you've got your little pouch like that. Simples. Okay, so let's do some decorating. Let's set this aside to dry. So I'm just seeing which is my, there we go, set that aside to dry, and I'm going to bring in a little bit of stamping. Stamps that I'm going to use is this one called Decorative Trees, and we're going to use the sentiment here that says Season's Greetings. Going to find a scrap piece of basic white cardstock. So let's see, here's a scrap, and I'm going to stamp in Cherry Cobbler, which isn't the red we're using in the project, but I liked how it looked. It gave it a nice deep colour. So I'm just going to keep my paper straight. If your paper's straight, you have a good chance of getting everything else straight. Stamp that down. Didn't like that. Let's try it again. much better. Okay, so close that up. I'm going to give my stamp a little clean using the simple chamois, so I can't cause an accident later by falling on something. And now we're just going to cut this out using our trimmer, but I'm just going to cut out roughly with my scissors first, and now we can cut it out properly with the trimmer. And you can go as close to the edge of this as you want. It's really up to you. I'm gonna go like that. I'm not measuring anything. And there we go, that'll do. Okay, so let's get rid of trimmer, get rid of these bits. Bring back our thing, and I'm just going to have it at an angle so that it'll fit on. Make sure it'll fit, and that way it fits. So I don't want to get glue on my nice new piece of grit paper, so I'm going to try not to. So I'm going to bring in my silicone mat. I'm just going to make sure I have this on the side I want it, and then I'm going to have this at an angle, and I want to make sure I can fit the sentiment on, which I think I can there. And then I'm just going to cut off the excess that's for. Yeah, just fits on. And there's a little bit at the top here to cut off as well. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so put that away. Now I've cut out of our festive glimmer paper this lovely little, I should have kept this out, this lovely little snowflake. That's cut from the one of a kind die set. You can decorate that with anything you've got in your stash. Oh, I think a good snowflake die is invaluable. And then I'm going to just use fine tip glue, which I've got here. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the back here. That should be enough. And where's my tweezers? Let's see if I can use those to pick this up. Yeah, I can. Lovely. And then I'm going to use this just to place this on the front here. You could use the green as well. It would look very good, as I did before, but let's use the red this time. Let's try and put this back in the hole here. Easier said than done. Okay, now finishing touches. I'm going to get some rhinestones, and I just put those away when I needed them. It's not very clever of me. Here they are, my basic rhinestones. I'm going to use a large one here, and I'm going to just put it right there in the centre. Isn't that cute? And then, as you can see, we're going to use a little bit of ribbon to decorate it. So let's find the ribbon. Here we go. And this is the silver trim, combo trim. So you get silver and gold in the packet. But I'm using the silver today because that's the colour roughly of my rhinestone. Now, I'm not the best at bows, as you all know. Oops. Let's see if we can make something half decent. That'll have to do as far as I'm concerned. And then I'm going to get some glue dots, which are here. I'm going to just use a glue dot to stick this on. I find that's just the easiest way of doing things. I'm just going to put that right. That's which way do we want the bow to go? I think this way with the tails down. Doesn't want to stick, it wants to stick to me. Perennial problem with me and glue dots. Okay, and then we just need to get a candy cane. Now I should say, if you see any sweets in my craft room ever, if you come along, do not eat them because they will have been there since time immemorial. And I've just dropped them all over the floor. But you can see here, you can put a little candy cane in your wallet. Let's have them the same way. There we go. Isn't that cute? So if you enjoyed this Christmas crafting project, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. As I said, if you want more information about the project, the supply list, the measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.